Ambrosio.
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Dan Heng?
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you, Miss Huanxi.
You need not address me as Miss. I am but one of Miss Bailu's maids. Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead... Oh, who might this be? I'm speaking with Master Dan Heng. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you.
He is a close friend. I've invited him along to bear witness. Please, treat him as you would me. Now.
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu. Bailu is simple and innocent, incapable of ill intent. It's natural for... Please, hear what I have to say. I have good Perhaps you should know that Miss Bailu's path to becoming a High Elder was neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition. Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Dan Feng. The preceptors heard of Master Dan Heng's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune. However, many have surmised that the Luofu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back. Whether we find another suitable candidate in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you take up the position. But if Master Dan Heng were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others. I worried...
I understand your concern.
Then I will bid Master Dan Heng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu, and people are already urging me not to meet her. No need. You know that I'm a descendant of the Luofu Vidyadhara. In Scale Gorge Waterscape, you witnessed my... Yet that power stems from Dan Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything into catastrophe. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation, I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, but in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder past and Dan Feng's enemies pursued me like a haunting. Now, I plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, I want the start skiff is ready. I don't
Get your extractor cleaned or your...
The rumors are true. You really are, but I'm Hila Lu Ying of the Alchemy Commission. I'm a Vidyadhara too, as you can see. I'd heard the reincarnation of the Great Sinner has returned to the Luofu, and wanted to...
Oh?
Leave this troubled place.
I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Return to being a nameless. Stay, the Luofu Vidyadhara have finally recovered from Dan Feng's grievous sins, and were blessed with a compassionate and caring High Elder in Bailu. None of this was easy. Your return...
I have no intention...
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Lafu, invisible forces will try to Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life.
Your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Excuse me, are you two on your...
Hello. What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder, General?
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission, but your question would suggest that there are others interested in... Matters that concern the rise and fall of the Vidyadhara will inevitably attract certain parties. Those that would work circumstances to their advantage. Be it Don Fong.
Your injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the...
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. What? It is an internal affair of the Vidyadharas. As long as it does not disturb the peace aboard the Lafu. Nevertheless, as a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Hong and Bai Lu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain on the Lafu. It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no?
Master Don Hung, you're back. Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or are...
Miss Bailu is already waiting at Scale...
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. A criminal who destroyed our succession is unworthy of setting foot in the city.
Wait. Master Don Hung's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the Preceptors.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity, and even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The Die, Don Fong.
Search.
You say Don Fong was merely your previous incarnation. How then do you still possess the power of the High Elder?
Grace. Grace. Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Rise!
As I expected. Dan Feng.
Thank you for rescuing me, Master Dan Heng.
They came for me.
It's risky to remain here. We should leave. Master Dan Heng.
Should I ever want to meet the Preceptors, Miss Huanxi?
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness.
It could be dangerous ahead.
So slow. I've been waiting for you here for ages. Hello there. Long time no see. What are you doing here?
We were met by an assassin on the way over, miss.
An assassin? Are you okay? Are you injured?
Fortunately, the skills of Master Dan Heng and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Dan Heng, miss.
I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to...
I am Dan Heng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bai Lu.
You're Dan Heng? I heard about how you parted the ancient sea and Scale Gorge waterscape.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like...
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Dan Feng's reincarnation. I suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me. Where's your tail? If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
About the High Elder succession. I'm here to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the...
Well, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth are some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and...
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and...
Precisely.
Let's go then. Guanxi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these... Wow. What a magnificent sight.
Yes. Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the Arbor's roots is an important task.
News to me. The elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified, which begs the question. Why did Dan Feng choose me?
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Water. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the According to historical records, The High Elder succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragon Heart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes a hatching rebirth, while the new High Elder begins to display draconic features. However, Dan Feng's ritual failed, and his powers remained within me. And if
So, in medical terms, he messed up the prescription. And brought suffering down on...
I want to use this opportunity to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal, and see if I can help recall our... Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea. Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague. Water of the ancient sea.
Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots.
This feeling.
That's it. You did it. And this alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really huge, and the whole of Scale Gorge waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me. That's fun! Danheng, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. Can you feel it? There's someone coming. You! Who are you? Check my loop!
Protecting here. Nobody's getting hurt with me around.
And return! Is that all? To betray my customers, I charge extra. Is that all? World cleansing dragon. Will forged in ice never falters.
How did they manage to appear right next to us without...
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smoke screen. Seems like some people... If so, we don't know how many there are.
Look at that shadow.
This power, it rivals...
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. These floating shadows are...
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize. And the...
Seems this...
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. The proud son of the Vidyadhara, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. you availed yourself of the Transmutation Arcanum to summon that draconic abomination. And if your allies hadn't united to slay it, then the abomination would have destroyed the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. Tell me, did it set as the High Elder? You should have freed us from the plight of rebirth and set foot on a brand new path. But instead, you were seduced by your reputation. The upcoming trial is your final chance. Hand over the secrets of the Transmutation. Isn't that draconic abomination you created proof?
I heard that Don Feng craved the powers of our dragon ancestor long to permanence, and created a monstrous dragon-like creature. And so the hero of the Xianzhou Elder, look around you. You've long since reincarnated. What remains here are just a mirage.
Impossible. I still live!
I don't like this mirror. He thought that the Vidyadhara was superior to other races, and that he was superior to other Vidyadhara. Huh. I guess Danfeng probably never told them the secret of the transmutation arcanum.
We shouldn't linger here. The assassins are using skilled cloud hymn magic to make themselves invisible. But their presence is all too real. These mirage echoes, on the other hand, are vestiges of the past. If we can center and transmit the echoes, we should be— Let's look for mirage echoes and send out— Old friends, meet yet again.
Violet, you fled the Alchemy Commission yet again. How many times have I...
Sorry. Wait. I remember that voice. That's the old...
Reborn? More excuses. Who brought you out this... Why do you remain silent? Your Highness, you're still as cold and lonely. Violet, return to the Forbidden Residence.
Oh. Wait. No. You were just a mirage.
Master Don Feng, I finally understand your plan. That little girl is the key to the The Vidyadhara performs self-reincarnation, but we are unable to reproduce. Natural and artificial disasters inevitably reduce our population. If this continues, one day our noble... I have been without success for a long...
Don Feng.
Master Don Feng, your changes... My understanding of reproduction was limited by ordinary notions. How constrained I was! Why should Vidyadhara reproduction remain trapped within the confines of our race to unearth the potential might of Long's blood and incorporate other races into the flesh of the dragon? Isn't that the real meaning behind the transmutation arcanum? The preceptors are too narrow.
What does she...
The transmutation arcanum seems to contain a secret that allows the Vidyadhara to escape the cycle of reincarnation. Let's go.
Why did you disgrace yourself? You were my hero. I dreamed of being just like you. Of joining the Cloud Knights. But you betrayed the hopes and dreams of the Elders.
This Mirage Echo. He must be a
How many of us perished in that disaster? The doctors at the Alchemy Commission said I have to reincarnate as soon as possible to avoid affecting my immortal life. You once told us that we should cherish every life cycle, and that you would use cloud and magic to heal our wounds. But in the end...
I must listen to him very carefully.
I will never forgive you. The High Elder's power belongs to the Vidyadhara of the Lawfu. And it...
Dan Heng, is this the price we pay for bearing the power of the High Elder?
before any of this transpires.
Another invisible assassin?
Careful! They're waiting for us to get close enough to reveal our weak spots. Rise! World Cleansing Dragon! Is that all? Nothing major.
Forged in ice, never falters! To betray my customers, I charge extra. The dead return!
Miss Bailu, are you okay? You were in there for such a long time.
Luckily, I had Dan Heng and him to protect me all the
I didn't expect those assassins to be so brazen and reckless, storming a sacred place like Scale Gorge Waterscape and pursuing you. Fortunately, the three of you were blessed by the gods. If anything had...
Assassins. None of us mentioned that the danger involved assassins.
Oh, it's because we were already attacked at the ferry, no? I was just worried that those people would try and attack you again.
You said those assassins only came for Mr. Dan Heng. But the ones we met in the room?
Perhaps the real dereliction of duty was that not...
So, did the elders send you to take out the unworthy?
That was my idea alone. How, from my perspective, the Videodora requires only one High Elder. A second High Elder, one who is weak and useless, must be removed. Miss Bailu, our relationship as mistress and maid ends...
Surge! Rise!
You don't look so good.
Awaken the world cleansing dragon! The strength.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
I sense a storm. Heaven surge. Break!
Let me tend your wounds.
Lance at the ready.
Time to show what's in your prescription!
Heaven surge. Rise!
Am I too late?
General! You should bring reinforcements.
Reinforcements? I am the reinforcements.
Weaken human skin. Blood cleansing dragon. The strength.
You bully!
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder! Hit! Sacred of the Satan! Conflict is pitiless!
Need a doctor?
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Heaven surge. Rise!
Here is thunder!
Let me tend your wounds.
Lance at the ready.
I sense a storm. Awaken, dormant. Blood cleansing dragon.
Conflict is pitiless!
Need a doctor?
Show no mercy.
I'm on guard.
Heaven surge. Break!
A foregone conclusion.
Here is thunder! Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Heaven surge. Rise!
Conflict is pitiless!
A pity.
Did the Preceptors truly believe they should return to their senses? Attacking the Dragon Lady...
The whole thing was planned by me and Meal.
Save your breath. We'll know the truth once the Cloud Knights send you to the Ten Lords' Commission.
Too late.
I always felt useless in the eyes of the elders. A false, and today I realized they'll use
Not all of the Vidyadhara harbor evil intentions. If you feel uneasy, Dragonman.
Thank you, General.
Very well.
The Vidyadhara have neither parents nor family members. Once born, the teacher is assigned to instruct the young Vidyadhara in the art of Cloud Hymn, as well as various life skills. Dunhong, did you have a teacher like that?
If you're asking about Vidyadhara tradition, I'm afraid that's something I never had any experience of. I've always been a wanderer. I can never return to my homeland. In my fragmented dreams, I meet enemies on the battlefield. But
As far back as I can remember, I've had the preceptors and alchemy commission healers telling me what to do. Cure diseases, save lives. You know something? It feels like you're the teacher I've been waiting for. Virtuous in the past life, master in the next life. Perhaps we were friends or disciples in our previous incarnations.
a friend or disciple of Dan Feng? Maybe. Miss Bailu. At first, I was worried that your title of High Elder was in name only, and that an absence of true power would eventually...
You mean the power to repair the seal?
The Mirage Echoes of Scale Gorge Waterscape mentioned that not only was Dan Feng a brave warrior, what you have is the power of the High Elder that belongs to you. The power of life that can reforge the Arbor Seal and the vitality of the eternal roots.
In that case, Dunfeng... We should head back to the healer's market.
Now that the seal is repaired, my affairs on the Xianzhou have drawn to an end.
Are you planning on staying on the Luofu? The banishment decree has been revoked, and the preceptors have regained...
As a nameless, the Express still needs me.
Ah,